Insights 101, ready to do your reading for January 2019. The very first card that you got is from Melchizedek, talking about the law of attraction. The law of attraction. And he is here sort of reminding you that the experiences that you might be going through right now are coming from you, for you, through you. You know this. And so it's more of a reminder. It's like you have the ability to draw to you or what you resonate. So by focusing on what you're wanting and increasing your vibration and where you resonate with your beliefs, with your programming, with your dedication to mantras, whatever it is that you do to that life happens for you, through you, not to you. It looks like you're reading overall. Looks like maybe you're going through something, or maybe you're in situations that aren't working so well for some of you. And some of you, part of that feels like they're saying that many of you are, sort of the original light workers. And light workers, if this resonates with you, light workers, absolutely go through all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of healing needed on our planet right now throughout humanity. And if you're one of the original light workers, you're probably going to go through quite a bit. Lots of healing is called for because as a light worker, that's what you do. So a lot of times in your own life, you will go through experiences to not only help your own soul expand and grow and learn, but also because your purpose here is in helping humanity do that too. So this one is saying that if some of you are going through a really hard time, if you're feeling like you're missing home, like a bit of homesick, it could be that you're from somewhere else. And that's all it is. That's all it is. It could be that. And at the same time, if you're one of the original light workers, it's no surprise that you might be going through some stuff. It looks like it, very much so. That's really what your reading is about. And it looks like whatever's causing this situation, it looks like you might be dimming down a little bit to try to fit in. Notice that this is also from the light deck, where, these are sort of galactic beings. It's like, this is you. If this resonates with you, this is you. It's like you are a incredibly powerful being. And so coming here on Earth, it could be that you're dimming down a little bit to try to fit in here. And it's happening for some of you right here in your human life experience, dimming down to fit in. And they're asking you not to do that. Don't do that. Like, let yourself be the bright, sunshiny, brilliant, powerful being that you are. As a human, though, you might have gone through some stuff in order to sort of prepare you as a light worker, healer. You may have been through some things that they're inviting you to heal. It looks like it's time for a bit of a healing. They start by asking you to nurture yourself. This is coming in from Mother Mary, where she's holding her heart. Holding her heart like there's a wound. So they're inviting you to nurture yourself. Be gentle with yourself, nurture yourself, take really good care of yourself. Loving your own self. The next two cards that come together might be the root of what might be causing some pain. These two coming together, when these two come together like this indicates that there's maybe a child who has passed over. So for some of you, if there's a child who's passed over, it would be incredibly painful. And at the same time, this child wants you to know that they're with you. They're with you, heaven is with you, they're right with you. They're doing well, they're fine, and that they're with you. So, that is one meaning for your reading for January, is potentially for those of you that this resonates with. There's a child on the other side who's with you, watching over you, with you all the time. And they're saying thank you. They want to say thank you. They're saying thank you. Aww. And also this has another meaning that could be about your inner child and the wound, a wound that you may have experienced in the past, in past lives, in this lifetime. No, okay, no, this one's coming back. All right, it could be that. This is a general reading, and I ask Spirit to address and speak to as many Scorpios as possible. So for some of you, it could be this, you know, where you're dimming down as a light worker to fit in. They're inviting you to nurture yourself. This child could be your inner child from a life experience that you've had here, where they're inviting you to nurture yourself and heal this inner child. For others of you, it does look like there's a little one on the other side that's wanting you to know that they're with you. And it could be around that situation for those of you where healing and forgiveness is called for. So you're getting healing and forgiveness. Like this is sort of, this card typically represents a lost part of yourself from a pretty incredible trauma where you would have abandoned yourself, or some part of you breaks away because trauma is just too painful. That could be regarding this situation. Could be if this resonates with you, and they're asking you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. And St. Padre is coming up to say your prayers and invite Spirit to forgive you. Spirit also being any loved ones on the other side. So we're saying our prayers to our loved ones for forgiveness. To forgive yourself. Now look at this little one is right next to her, asking you to forgive yourself. If this resonates with you, this is not, hopefully not a whole lot of Scorpios. But for those that resonate with you, the loving little child on the other side is asking you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. It wasn't your fault. They're saying it wasn't your fault. It was meant to be. It was meant to go that way. They really want you to forgive yourself. Nurture yourself. Know that they're with you. They love you. They're with you all the time. They're with you all the time now. I have wings. I have wings. Look, I have wings. I'm with you all the time now. As an angel kind of thing. Forgive yourself. In order to help you with that, these two beautiful cards are coming up. Raphael is asking you to breathe. Breathe. The breath is really helpful to healing. And you're also getting this move card, talking about moving your body, movement, breathing heavy. When these two came together, when these two wanted to go together, they were showing me this movement as very, very active. Like if the movement is dancing, you know, it's about moving your body. Look how she's moving her body, and all these colors are coming up around her. If the movement is dancing, it's a fast dancing. You're breathing heavily with this movement. That's what they're saying. Going running, doing intense workouts, racquetball, you know. Something that moves your body, that really gets you breathing heavily, will help heal. Help to heal this. That's what they're inviting you to do. They're also talking about creative writing. This card has a couple of meanings as well. Creative writing. So creative writing. One way that you can creatively write is freehand writing. This has come up in several readings this month. Freehand writing, just write. Don't think about anything. We're going to go around your intellect, and they're saying just write. And this is coming up underneath this one. They want to come back up for this, and they're saying to write. And don't let your thinking stop your hands. Just write, because they're going to be coming through your hand. They have a message for you. They have a message for you. So take a moment, dedicate a moment deliberately to this freehand writing where your loved one on the other side has a message for you. So just write. Don't think. And read it later. Don't try to edit it. Don't try to, punctuation, nothing like that. Just write. They have a message for you. So does Spirit. There's other angels. St. Raphael also has a message for you. Your higher self has a message for you, messages for you. So just write. Write. They're inviting you to do that in January. They're also saying, in this other meaning about this card, is that there's a book in you. You could write a book about your life, about particular situations. There's maybe a theme in your life where you could write about it. There's a book in you, is what they're saying. There's a book that wants to be written and shared with the world. Shared with the world so that it can help others as well. So a couple of meanings with this writing. You're seeing this situation accurately. So in other words, if this resonates with you, you're correct. If there's a child on the other side in heaven, if this resonates with you, it's truth. You're seeing it accurately. If there isn't a child on the other side with you, then there's still some kind of healing where forgiveness is called for, and it really feels like you are carrying a lot of guilt. This forgiveness feels heavy. There's a lot of guilt that's very heavy on you. You're seeing it. It's like you know it, but it's so painful. Oh, it is so painful, Scorpio, that it could be that you haven't looked at it. You haven't wanted to look at it. Too painful to look at. But they're saying that he wants to come back to say that the situations in your life in every moment are coming to you with this going on, is going to continue to draw experiences into your life that resonate with a very heavy guilt. So in order to change your life, change your experiences in your outer world going forward, it's really important to face this. With this most recent, sort of elevation in frequency and vibration on the whole planet, Earth, on the whole planet, you are now able, better able to reach depths of where healing is called for. And for you guys, this is a big one. It feels like you're the one carrying the guilt. This is as if you feel like you've done something. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time to forgive yourself. You did the best you could. You did the best you could with what you knew at that time. Forgive yourself. This is about forgiving yourself. Inviting Spirit to help you. And your child on the other side is also here to help you if you have a child on the other side. And then you can write a book about it. Write about it, right? Write about it. Once this healing happens, you're going to have a book in you that you can write that will help so many. You can help so many with this forgiveness of self. It's huge. It's huge. So please, once you heal that, nurture yourself and heal that, forgive yourself, then, you know, there's a book in you. At that point, too, you're going to be going sort of through the world now with a different sort of beingness. That forgiveness is going to be huge. It's going to change your life. It's going to completely change your life. It will change your center and the way, your state as you go through the world. You know, you can take the same action coming from a different state will give you different results. He wants to come back. Different states bring different results with the same actions. Same words, same actions, you're going to get a different result depending on your state. So when you're able to heal this forgiveness, you are going to be now in the world with a very different core state that's going to change and affect what comes into your world. So that's exciting. That's exciting. And then writing this book will be huge. And they're also inviting you to, this moon cycles wants to come up. Actually, practice wants to come up first. Practice. Practice with your writing. Practice with your creative writing. Practice setting your boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries is what they're saying. So, okay. Boundaries. Okay, so boundaries are going to be coming up. They're saying that when you heal this, this forgiveness occurs and you are now in a different state, you're going to be a different person. You're going to be sort of going through the world in a different way. And but these boundaries, where it's okay, the question for you, where do you need to establish better boundaries? And what they're showing me is when you're carrying guilt, you feel bad about yourself. When you feel bad about yourself, you wouldn't have the same boundaries. You know, you'd have a different set of boundaries. You probably, this is deep. Okay, let's see if I can get the words right. This is really deep. If you are feeling very, very guilty and not good about yourself, you wouldn't stop some people necessarily from hurting you, as if you deserve it. You know, if you feel bad about yourself, you might believe that you deserve not so nice coming at you. Once you forgive yourself, now you're going to have a different set of boundaries. Your boundaries are going to go out, further out like this. You're not going to be tolerating certain behaviors that you allowed when you felt bad about yourself. So then you wouldn't mind if people were mean. You'd almost feel like you deserve that because you feel like you did something horrible. You deserve what comes to you. And once that's forgiven and you're nurturing yourself, you're going to have a different set of boundaries. So they're saying to practice, where can you set up some better boundaries now that your center is strong? You're going to have a different set of boundaries. So practice. It's going to take some practice because you're not used to it. You're not used to this new center. How wonderful. Very good, Scorpio. Yeah, we all make mistakes. We all do the best we can. We all make mistakes. It's like, and it only takes a moment. It only takes a moment to go, yeah, I did that. Ugh, I'm so sorry. I forgive myself. That was the best I could do at that moment. Right? I did that. I did that. It's in the past and it's time to let it go. Kind of thing. So as you're practicing your boundaries and your new state of being, they're inviting you to honor the moon cycles. Notice the moon. Notice the energy of the moon at its different cycles. This will give you more energy. Let's see what it says. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So they're inviting you to notice when there's a full moon. How do you feel when there's a full moon? And if this isn't something you've done before or that you're accustomed to, start from the beginning. Okay, so what's the moon doing out there? And just kind of notice how you feel. When there's a new moon, notice how you feel. You feel different? And capitalize on the cycles of the moon where you have the most energy. You are a light worker. This situation and incident was no mistake. Like everything is how it was supposed to be. So now you're going to practice with this new center and allowing the energy of the moon to help give you energy towards this in practicing that. Okay, we're going to continue this conversation over on Vimeo. The link is down below. Sometimes the cards confirm what they've said here. Other times they have a different perspective on the same situation, and they also have a variety of messages for you for January that could be entirely their own. It's a different set of cards, a different set of decks. So sometimes it can be, there's some very different perspectives for you for January. So hopefully we'll see you over there. Have a great January, you guys. My heart is with you. I'm with you. I love you guys. Until next time, take really good care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you soon. Mwah.